of the benefits of Fabinho coming back into midfield. Is it, Thiago made some comments about he felt a lot happier, a lot more settled. It freed him up to get forward a little bit. So is there a kind of double benefit to Fabinho? He protects your back four, plus can bring the best out in Thiago.
Actually, I would like to start the answer with Gini Wijnaldum did an incredible job on that position. To be honest, an incredible job. But there are two things. If you have Gini on the 6, you miss him on the 8 as well. So a lot of things which were settled before were unsettled after that. And yes, Fabinho helps everybody on the pitch in both directions if he can play in his natural position. That's it. It's just that easy to say. And yes, that means that it makes life easier for Thiago as well. But it is not like this. We speak about it like one player back and now all the things will click again. Unfortunately, it's not like this, but it helped that night because, for example, only for the midfield, all 3 midfielders made just a really good game. So it was, Fabinho played, yes, for a long time, first time on 6, and you see, of course, the difference he can make in defending stuff, but connecting as well, and these kind of things. And you saw Gini Wijnaldum on 8, who is in moments, is just in defending, always involved with his mind, which is very important for the game. And Thiago that day as well. So that all helped, and that's why it worked out very well. But yeah, and Thiago can play this, when Fabinho can play the 6, it's obviously for him the best position, and it's for us the best position for him as well.
Thank you, Richard. We'll go to Russell, and then after Russell, Joe.
Hi, Jürgen. Just going back briefly to Ozan Kabak. He said recently that he was looking forward to the opportunity to play alongside Virgil. He said he had quite a warm relationship he struck up already with them, and he had some good advice from Virgil. Is that part of the problem in terms of you being able to make a decision on whether or not to sign him permanently, that you only really know how good he is until you have him alongside perhaps your best player in that defence?
Oh, I didn't see that as a problem yet, to be honest. But so I heard, I didn't read it, but I heard there was some criticism. So like when Ozan came and started playing and stuff like this. So this is the world we are living in. You bring in a 20-year-old boy and everybody wants him to sort all our problems in 1 second. And you don't give him time at all. So we didn't see it that way. And we are quite critical with ourselves and with the boys as well. Ozan played from the first moment on really good. Did he play as good as he can? His best performance ever? Probably not. Would it be possible? We spoke about Ben, how difficult these kind of things are, but Ozan played much immediately. So that makes it really tricky. And he tries to adapt. And when you try to adapt in these moments, you cannot be yourself naturally because you try to adapt to other people. So it takes a while until you can do both, adapting to the others and being yourself. So, but I'm completely happy with the performances so far. And of course, everybody knew he's 20 years old. Everybody knew he's an amazing talent. So I don't think that's a problem that we cannot judge him next to Virgil or Joel or Joe. We see what we need to see.
Joe Bernstein, and then we'll finish with Steve Bates. Joe.
Jürgen, we hope to see Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez play this season. I know last time you said it was unlikely, but possible but unlikely. After the main season as the Euros, would you see them going to the Euros as a problem because they've been inactive for so long? Or do you think actually that could be to your benefit because it'll give them like an extra pre-season before you come back? How would you view it then going to the European Championships?
That's not my decision, but to be honest, the information that I have in a moment, it will be unlikely. So not that I don't let them go, because I don't want to have to do that anyway, but it's because of the extent of the injury. So we all hope that they will be ready to start the preseason with us. That's what we hope. So we should not forget. And by the way, with Joel, it's pretty much the same. He's just not qualified for the Euros, but it's with him the same. Yeah, these are really serious injuries. And it's not about now that we talk which competition they can play. So as far as I know, and I'm always open for positive surprises, and now they all of a sudden show up in training, but nobody, and team training, nobody told me that. They look both, the two of them look at the moment better than Joel looks, because he's still in his, looks like ski boots. But he's here as well. So Joe will start running, Virgil is already running, but this is really a tough one. So we are completely over the moon when they are ready to train with us for the start of the preseason. About the Euros, I didn't think about it. If there would be, I don't know, when do we have to be back to that you are able to play the Euros? The week before, on day when the Euros start, I don't know. So that's it. I understand maybe the need of that, but we cannot make this decision, and we will not. It's just about when they will be fit, when they will be fit. That's how it is.
Okay. Final question from Steve Bates.
Hello, Jürgen.
Hi.
Hi, Jürgen. Obviously, there's been a lot of negativity around the club, and because of the way the team's performed and the kind of luck you've had, etc. I'm just wondering though, this last week you've just qualified for the Champions League quarterfinals, so you're in the last 8 of probably the biggest club tournament in the world. Given that you've had a pretty horrendous season, I'm thinking that, you know, with people writing you off, so as they have done, do you think, you know, you could still spring a surprise this season in the Champions League, given your immense history in the competition and the fact that I'm sure that the players will be wanting to end the season, you know, with a bit of a bang?
Yeah, it would be a dream, huh? So why not? But it's really not the situation. We are not in a situation. So I said it after the Leipzig game. Yes, we were really all happy to going through in the quarterfinal, being in the last 8. That's really good. I think Millie said it to me. There's a 3rd quarterfinal, or even the 4th quarterfinal in 5 years. The European League involved.
5 times in the European competition since you've been in 4 quarterfinals.
Okay, so four times in the quarterfinal, 5 times in Europe. So yeah, that's good. That's good. But we are not in the situation sitting here and telling how already the fairy tale about how it all could end. What we think, what we wish, what we dream of, and all these kind of things. That's something completely different. But being ready for Wolves is actually the only concern I have in the moment. The only thing I'm really busy with, and using the positives from the last game. Yes, that would be very helpful. But then, look, yes, it's last 8, but the last 8 are historically tricky, because there are just other 7 teams in which are really good. So it's not 100% clear, I think, who are the other 7, but the few who are already in, and the few which look likely that they will be in. Yeah, there's no easy game. There are no easy games, but in these games, then give them a proper game. Yes, that's the plan. Whoever it is, definitely that's the plan, but not today. It's in 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know exactly when the next round will be played, but we have enough time until then, and we try to use it as good as possible.